You can start.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Hope I'm audible, visible to everybody. Okay, so how are you all? This side Tejal Vasa. I'm from India, Mumbai. Namaste, namaskar, good evening to everybody. So thank you so much, IIU University, for this invitation. Thank you, Supriya, for the invitation. I'm really feeling glad and it's a privilege to share this platform. Right. So, okay. So, little bit about myself. I'm Tejal Vasa. I'm working since 15 years with the corporate and education sectors. I'm a psychologist. I have been working with companies like Jet Airways, SDFC Bank, Reliance. I'm a master at NLP practitioner. So, we do lot many things on trainings with soft skills, behavioral skills, on psychological counselings, parenting, coaching, and so many things with the corporate sectors with the management and managerial skills like. So, okay, so today's topic itself is very, very, very close to my heart. And because this is something like where we talk about something which we have already experienced or which we already have gone through it, or somewhere we have observed or we are very much well versed with actually, right? So, today's topic, I have chosen this topic because like importance of acceptance, like. So we all are highly matured enough nowadays, like everybody is so much into digital training, digital connections, online trainings, online connections. Basically, we are already socially, economically, every ways we are connected. Like so, today's in the today's time, like if you say that if someone is not aware of something, that is not possible at all actually, because most of every one of us actually know and have knowledge of most of the things and everything. But the thing is, we are we really implementing it in our day-to-day lives, or we are really aware about the things basically, or are we really understanding or engaging that things or implementing that things in our life? So today's topic, importance of acceptance. Like so, when once we say first word itself, importance itself is like something which is more than, which is not in general, which is not in something in a generic statement basically. So when we say importance, so yes, that is one of the very, very important part of our life. So importance of acceptance. So this acceptance word came actually from the word rejection actually, if you really ask me. So we as a human being, we are not habituated of the things which we are accepting people, accepting ourselves, accepting the world. We as a human being, we are actually very innocent people, because we feel we are highly aware about each and everything going around with us. But the thing is, we are not at all aware about what exactly is happening with ourselves first of all. Like, or most of the time, most of the things are lacking. I'll not say we are completely blank about it, but yes, definitely we are not aware about ourselves first of all, like basically, right? Most of the things times we are not aware about ourselves. So importance of acceptance is all about, from you guys, first of all, if I ask you, what do you understand by the word acceptance like? So anybody want to say what is the word acceptance means to you all? If anyone want to say like, what do you understand by the word acceptance? So for me, if you ask me, the word acceptance is like something which you are aware about it, something which you are very much well versed with, something which you are knowledgeable about it. It's not the acceptance actually. Acceptance is something which you are not aware about anything, but still you are ready to accept it, ready to understand it, ready to get the solution out of it. Like, because if you understand something, so it is very easy to accept it, right? When you understand something that yes, this is night, this is daytime, so we accept it. We don't need to fight about it, we don't need to argue about it. But once you don't understand something, then it is a very difficult task to accept it actually. And that's where the first step of any interpersonal skills or any self-awareness or self-love starts first of all. So acceptance word itself, I started accepting first of all, I'll say it starts from self acceptance is like. So we all nowadays, we all are living in a filter age. I too like we all do so many things like which we don't want to share with people, which we don't want to pretend in front of people. We all experience all these things in our day to day life. But the thing is, that is a secondary part. The first thing is what we start with self love, self acceptance. So are we really accepting ourselves? That is the first challenge. Like, are we there accepting the way we are? And this is with me also. This is with each everybody, who, whether you are educated, whether you are not educated, whether you are not aware about it, whether you are a normal person, whether you are a highly literate person, or whether whatever age you are from, we all face this challenge when once it comes to accept something basically. So I have I'll just share one or two slide of it because I'm not much into PPTs and all that. I would like to talk to the people one to one. If anybody want to contract with me, I'll be really happy to love to connect and talk with you all guys, like one on the one to one session. So I'll share with you guys what does this word acceptance means to all of us actually. So there are three. Hope you all are able to. It's visible. The screen is visible to everybody of us basically. Yes. So the three power of acceptance, the greatest and hardest gift one person gives to another. So once this is the statement itself, like the power of acceptance, the greatest and the hardest gift one person gives to other. When I accept myself unconditionally, when I accept the other person unconditionally, that is the one of the greatest gift I can give to anybody basically. Whether it's a known person, whether it's my friend, whether it's a known person, whether it's my family, whether anybody or anyone. Like once you come out of the judgmental thing basically, once you come out of the judgmental mode, you are able to accept the things as they are, accept the love the people, love the person, love yourself unconditionally. Hope you all agree with me on this. So second, once we go on this, okay, just a second. Okay, so second thing which I see, first I said that you can give what is the greatest gift you can give to someone. So greatest gift you can give to someone is accepting the person the way he or she is, right? What is the second thing which we can give once we accept someone? So acceptance of others. You guys can see the screen. When you see this, you see here the screen, it is like it is showing somewhere the interconnection of each other. So once I start accepting the people the way they are, is that is not easy to interact with them, is that is not easy to understand them. What is the first step of acceptance? First step of acceptance itself is understanding a person. Once you stop uh, once you stop from coming out of the judgmental mode, you will be able to accept the person the way he or she is basically, right? Most of the time in our society, what is happening, we judge people with their appearance, we judge people by their language, the way they speak, we judge people from the feedback we have received it with some from somewhere else, we judge people from their past, we judge people from their present situation or present condition or present position or present posted position basically, or the financial condition or the background they're coming from, and so many things are there. So do you think, like, do we really think that that particular person is just what we have seen or what is visible in front of all of us basically? When we talk about, you all must have heard about Johari window, right? Johari window, right? So we all have heard about it. So there are so many things. There are the many blind spots which we even don't know about ourselves. There are the many things which people don't know something about themselves, but they don't know about others. At the same time, something are there which people know about us, but we don't know about them. At the same time, there is something third quadrant where we both know each other, the particular that quadrant, that we both know about ourselves, like the other person, and even I know about myself. And the fourth quadrant, neither you know about me nor I know about myself. That is the fourth quadrant. And there is something like blind spot, which other people can see about me, but I cannot see that. So there are many quadrant, many of the things, many shades a personality carry. So once you understand the person, first step for the acceptance is the understanding the person. That is the first step. So once you start accepting the person, you will start understanding the person the way he or she is, and that if you talk about first of all about self acceptance, so how can I accept myself? This is the first question. I don't like something about myself. I do have complaint about something about my looks, or maybe about my language, about my nature, about my behavior, or something like that. Correct. So this is the problem. Which first thing is that you know the problem now. What is the second thing? So once we know the problem, that this is something which I'm not ready to accept it, or not ready, which is I'm not liking about myself. So what is the first step? Accept it. Yes, this is the somewhere the drawbacks I have to improve about myself. This is the first step of accepting ourselves. Second step, once you know that this is the thing, this is the buckets which I have to really fill it, or this is a particular place where the area of improvements is there basically. So once you start knowing that, once you start understanding that, you can start improvising that, and you can start polishing about that, right? You can start working on that basically, right? So once I accept it, then only I can do something about it. Until unless I'm in a denial mode, until unless I'm not in an acceptance mode, I will not able to accept, or I'll not able to change the scenario. So change start with acceptance. Like, how does the change start? So I'll give you one example. You guys must be knowing there's a Nokia. We all were using the Nokia phone. That's the first phone we all were using, right? It was one of the best phone. We all have used it. So where's the Nokia right now? Nokia is completely out of the market. Correct? Why? Because upgradation was not there. Nokia was not ready to accept the upgradation. Android came, Samsung came, right? And then market, Nokia was completely vanished from the market. What was the reason? Reason was not, it was not, they were not ready to accept the change. They were not ready to accept the challenge, because they thought like it is okay to not to upgrade. So they denied to accept the challenge basically. They denied to accept the change basically. So from there the drawback started. At the same time, once with the time, if you don't accept the scenario, if you don't accept the people, if you don't accept the uh, environment. For example, right now, last year we have all gone through the corona thing basically. Like, that was one of the biggest challenge we all have faced. Everybody, whether from India, whether from any country, Netherlands or any country, basically, we all have faced that. That was very, very unpredictable thing. That was something a very, we were not aware about it. So those who have accepted it, like, yes, this is a challenge, we have to face it. Like, so they have accepted it and they have started working on that. There are many of the medical officers, the departments who are working, that a lot many NGOs who are working, social workers who are working, and they work like day and night for common people like us, basically. So why they were working? The challenges were same for them also. But the thing was, they have accepted, yes, this is the challenge and this is the way we have to deal with it basically. So this acceptance start from the self love, first of all, accepting first ourselves the way I am, right? And once I understand, yes, this is the area which I have to improvise, then only I can start working on that. This is the talking. I'm talking about the self acceptance. Second thing comes about the accepting others the way they are. So I'll give you example. When you see mother and father, mom and dad, they accept the way we are. They don't complain that, like, like complain. Yes, obviously they do not many complaints basically, but the love or the care, the affection does not get lesser or something, like, they keep on continuing that love and that affection for us. Why? Because they have accepted us unconditionally. So if anybody, why we say that, why we choose few of the people as a best friend, or maybe we say our parents are our best friend. Why we say that? Because they accept us without judging us, and they accept it with all our flaws, accept it with all our weaknesses, or strength basically. So most of the time our society, they are too busy in judging the things and then accepting the things basically, and that's where the conflict gets started. So whether it's for the self acceptance, whether it's for the society acceptance, whether it's for the situational acceptance, whether your relationship conflict acceptance, there are many people who have lot many issues with the relationship. There are the many people, they have lot many issues with their mental health. They have many people, they have lot many issues with their physical health. There are many people who have lot many issues with their financial conditions. So that's all are the situation. So we being a human being, if you think we are all always will going to have a perfect life, it is not at all going to be possible at all, because that's how we human being are made up of. But why it is like that, that few people are easily able to uh, get success. I'll not say the word success actually, but why they are easily able to positively accept the situation and positively survive with all the conflicts, with all the chaos going on in their life, because the first step was the acceptance, like, right? Once we accept the situation, we are able to understand the person, we are able to understand the situation, and we are able to start working on that. So this is what I feel like, this word is very very close to my heart, acceptance, because I also have learned uh, so many things. Accepting, you can't fight for people to understand you, you can't force someone to be with you, you can't force people to love you, you can't force someone to change their attitude towards you, you can't force people to understand you. So what you can do, you can only, you can't change people, you can only change yourself. So once I change myself, there might be a possibility that other person can change his or her attitude, or maybe the society can change their perspective of seeing the people actually. Right? But that is the first step, is the acceptance. Again, as I said, like accepting the society the way they are. There are many people who have lots many complaints about country, about the politics. Today, it's going so many things like scenario going on with the political things, like, or maybe so many things are with the education system. So many complaints they have with, with their parents or with their husband, wife, or maybe the neighbor also sometimes. Yeah, but can we change them? We cannot change anybody, because we can only change ourselves, because changing ourselves itself is a very difficult task. So many things we keep on thinking that I need to change about myself, this thing I need to wake up this in the morning this time, but it is difficult to do for ourselves also. So once if it's very much difficult for me, how can I expect the other person to immediately change themselves for me? Basically, it is not possible at all. So gradually, once you understand the person, gradually once you accept them unconditionally, then only we can improve the relationship, then only we can improve our life in a better way. So again, acceptance and the positivity both are somewhere combination of each other, I'll say. So again, positivity is not about the toxic positivity. So many people who thinks like, acceptance is like, always thinking so positive and never thinking anything negative about anyone, or never feeling low, never feeling dull, never crying. I'm sorry, but this is really not a smart thought, or maybe a mature thought. When you say that I'm a positive person, so positive person is, it does not mean that you don't cry, you don't show your anger, you don't get frustrated, you don't have any fight in your relationship. No, that's not the positivity. Positivity is, yes, you have fight with your spouse, with your partner, you feel depressed, you feel frustrated, you feel like crying, you do that. And once you understand, you're done with that, you again bounce back and coming back, and you start working on that basically. So you know that there is pain in my stomach, or you know that there's a pain on my leg. That is the first step of positive acceptance basically. And once you start accepting that yes, there is an injury, that I need to cure that, so then you can start working on that, like, for the medication and the second step. But once you are, if you're not accepting, and when you are in a denial mode, so definitely you're not going to start to doing any work on that, because you yourself has not accepted that yes, this is a situation like. So positivity is not about that you don't feel pain. You feel pain, but you are aware about your pain, and then you can start working on your pain. So when I feel depressed, or because we being into the psychological field, I also feel alone, I also feel depressed, I also feel frustrated. Then I talk to my friends who are very close to me, I share with them sometimes. But again, as I said, like, you have to choose your uh, audience wisely, right? So sometimes we share with them, and then again we get back to work in our normal routines life. Because as I said, I cannot control people, I cannot influence people by my thought process. I can only share with them, I can only talk to them, I can only say to them that what I'm feeling. But you cannot expect that the same wavelength, the same mentality the other person is also carrying, or maybe the same emotions the person is carrying. So there you have to accept it. Yes, they are different from us. There is different of thought process, there are different background, different culture, different knowledge, different experiences, different childhood traumas, so many challenges we have. So when you see someone that they are looking very perfect, but that's actually not always the perfect picture in life. When you see a normal perfect married life, it is not always a fact that yes, that's a perfect married life. If when you see that someone is very happy go lucky person, you see all the time the person is smiling, but that's not always a fact. So when I said like I when I'm feeling upset or I feel depressed or maybe I'm not feeling good, I talk to my friend. But again, why I talk to that one particular person or two person, basically, not more than that, because I know they are not judging me. They have accepted me unconditionally. Maybe it could be my mother or maybe my sister or my best friend. Anybody could be there basically. But that took again a long period of time to have to build up that trust between us. It is not that in the on the same day I trusted. Maybe for my mother I can say yes, because again it's long years I'm there with my mom. So I trust my mom that if I'm sharing something with her, she will not judge me, right? If I'm sharing with my best friend, he or she will not judge me. If I'm sharing anything with my sister, she will accept me and she's going to give me some solution. But that took some long time. It took long time for me to accept, for them to accept me the way I am, and we understand each other. So you need to nurture your relationship, you need to nurture yourself. It takes gradually, it will give fruits to you, like immediately you can't get anything in any relationship, like whether it's a relationship with self, like from the childhood we have gone through a lot many things, like so many traumas we have, so many challenges we must have, everybody must have faced it. But now, when we are quite matured enough to understand that where we have to do some repairing work or where we have to check about our mental health, basically. So, there, the first step itself is the first step is the awareness that yes, this is the first step. First thing I'm going on something. This is the first thing I'm facing the challenge. Once you are aware about it, once you are accepted, then you can start working on yourself and then you can start working towards your positivity in your life, basically. So this is what I'm sharing all, which I'm not talking too much about the theoretical things or maybe something too much of PPT work and all that, because that's already available everything on Google. I am here today to talk about something which I have experienced and which I have seen in my day-to-day life and which I have seen from last so many years of my professional and personal experiences which I am going through or which I have experienced and which I have grown up with, and that's where I am today basically, like, so when I've accepted myself, I started working on that and I'm still working. I'll keep on working till my last breath. I'll keep on learning on that because there is no end of learning and improvising yourself basically. But the first step was that yes, I accepted, yeah, this is a somewhere my fault, or this is somewhere, this is something, the area of improvement I really need to work on that. Sometimes people will try to make you understand. Sometimes you have to understand by yourself. For that, you have to really sit with yourself, talk to yourself, start writing. If you don't find anybody to share or talk to someone, start writing your diary or a journal. Basically, you can put all the things on a pen and paper. And if you don't want to show it to anybody, you can just burn it or you can just tear it basically. But start writing. Until unless you will not start talking to yourself, you will not talk to yourself, you will not able to understand the things that what exactly is hurting yourself or what exactly is actually disturbing to you. Correct? And then choose the audience wisely, whom you want to share. Don't share it with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, because not everyone is your friend. And not everybody who is going to understand. Because it's not about the someone is bad or good. It's about somewhere the soul connections are not matching or somewhere the wavelengths are not matching. Everybody is having the different challenges. So if I expect that why she is not understanding me, why she is not giving time to me. But that time, obviously, being in a relationship, whether it's any relationship, we expect this thing that people should understand, that people should give time to us. And that time, even I feel bad, and even I say it to my best friend, why you're not giving time to me? Why you're so busy with me in your work, actually? So, but the thing is, there are the other part of the story also. There is always a second side of the story or third part of the story, basically. So, to understand that story, you need to understand the person first of all, and then you have to accept the situation and the person the way he or she is like. So yeah, this is all from my side, like, and I'll please welcome everybody, whoever want to just start. They can come up with their queries or doubt. I will love to have conversation with another person, people over here, whoever is there. Okay, So can we just have some queries or doubt or any discussion? I will love to answer them. I'm waiting for you guys. Are you there?
We not have questions.
Yeah, do we have any queries, any doubt?
No.
Okay, so let's check. Okay, yeah, I can see you now. Yeah, so you have any queries, any doubts, or shall we just wait for them? Supriya, yeah, I can see here few of the queries, few of the okay, I'm just waiting. Okay, a lot many people I can see they're watching us actually. There I can see the comments also, but there are no queries at all. I feel like people don't want to ask anything.
Equally good night to all.
Okay. So yeah, I can see something. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. So I believe like so we can end over here. Yeah. We can. So yeah, that's all from my side. So keep working on self. Keep loving yourself. Accept the people the way they are. Accept them unconditionally. And acceptance starts for self first of all. Once you start yourself, you can start loving yourself, and you can start working on that. And accept the world, accept the people the way they are. So unconditional love is all about the acceptance first of all. So it starts from self-acceptance and then after that start with the world. So thank you so much IIU. Thank you so much Supriya. Thank you so much moderator. Thank you. It was lovely connecting with you all. Thank you for giving me this platform to share some of my views and experiences. Love you all. God bless. And see you all again soon. Thank you so much. So